Hello everyone, welcome to H&S Automotive, and thank you for taking an interest in this 2010 Mazda 3. So in this video, we'll do a quick walkthrough of this vehicle. I'll try to point out any imperfections the vehicle may have, and then we'll also go over some of the major features and functions of this vehicle. Now at first, I'll just kind of walk around the vehicle, give you guys a general overview, and then after that, we will dive in a little bit deeper. So here we are coming around towards the driver's side of the vehicle. Here we are coming around towards the rear. And here we are back on the passenger side. So from here, I'll dive in a little bit closer and we'll take a look at the front bumper cover. Now starting off, we do have a little bit of a scrape mark right over here. Now we like to point this out before we try to rectify the issue. So I guess somebody just got a little bit too close to the curb, and which resulted in this scrape mark. Now we will try to get some touch-up paint and see if we can rectify that the best we can, but that was there. Now coming around back towards the grille, grille seems to be in good condition, and then here we have as you guys can see, the emblem here. We got another one ordered, so that's coming in the mail, and that will be placed back on the vehicle before it is sold. Taking a look at the hood. So I'm looking for any rock chips or anything like that. Don't see a whole lot. Now there are some small little dents. I'm guessing that's from the vehicle being caught in like a hailstorm. Now as you guys can see, it's not too many of them, just a few here and there, but they are there. Now coming around and taking a look at the headlights. The headlights do have a little bit of haziness to them. This is very common in these Mazda 3s. As you guys can see, it's not, it's not all fogged up, but there's a slight bit of haziness to the headlights. Now coming around towards the driver's side, taking a look at the driver's side fender. As you guys can see, there's a little bit of a imperfection right over here. Now same thing, we'll try to do the same thing that we're gonna do on the bumper cover. Get some touch-up paint and then try to touch this up before the rust gets too bad. So this will get sanded down and then painted over. Taking a look at the tires. Tires on this vehicle are in great condition, almost new, as you guys can see right over here. And then brakes are also in good condition. Seems to have been replaced fairly recently. Now taking a look at the driver's side door. Once again, I'm looking for any rock chips or imperfections, scratches, dents, anything like that. Don't see a whole lot. Driver's door is in very good condition. Now coming around, checking out the rear door. Same story here. Don't see any scratches or anything like that. Now coming around towards the rear quarter panel. Once again, quarter panel is in good condition. And then as you guys can see right over here, a little bit of a scrape mark. Getting too close to something, but that's right there. And now coming around to the back of the vehicle, we do have some scrape marks on the back bumper, as you guys can see right over here. Now this is just usually from street parking, cars getting too close, so to be expected for the age of this vehicle. Taking a look at the trunk lid, nice and clean, don't see any dents or anything like that. Now on top of the trunk lid, we do have a dent right over here and then a few scratches. Now this is very common on these vehicles, just from people setting their stuff onto the trunk lid and then taking it off, kind of leads to a few scratches. And here we are on the passenger side. Now the passenger side on this bumper cover is in very good condition. And taking a look at the quarter panel, once again, don't see a whole lot of dents or scratches or anything like that. I guess there's a little bit of a scrape mark right over here. And coming around to the passenger side rear door. And I see something right over here. I guess it's a bit of a scrape mark, but I'm pretty sure that can be buffed out. Now coming around, taking a look at the passenger side front door, in good condition. Don't see anything out of the ordinary. We do have some paint match mirrors on this vehicle. And taking a look at the passenger side front fender. Now this fender is in very good condition, don't see any dents or scratches. And like I said, the tires are in great condition all the way around. I guess somebody just replaced them before trading them in, trading the vehicle in. And that's the story on all four sides. All right. Then, so from here, we will take a look at the interior and check that out. All right, guys, as you can see, we got the driver's door right over here. So this vehicle is equipped with power windows as well as power door locks and then power mirrors as well. And then this is just our window lock. And before we climb inside, I'll just give you guys an overview of the interior. Interior of this vehicle is very clean. All right, so climb inside. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we are behind the steering wheel of this vehicle. So from here, we will take a look at the instrument cluster. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. So as you guys can see, this vehicle does have 114,000 miles on the odometer. We do have a tire pressure monitoring light that's on. Now all the tires are inflated up to the proper level. Just guessing one of the sensors on the tires is out, which is leading to that light. But other than that, there are no other warning lights on in the dash. There's no check engine light or anything like that. So engine runs nice and smooth. Transmission is nice and smooth. So drivability wise, there are no issues. Now I'll zoom out a little bit, take a look at the steering wheel. Now we do have some steering wheel mounted controls. I'll turn some lights on so we can see. Like I said, we do have some steering wheel mounted controls. On the right side, we've got the cruise control for the vehicle. To turn it on or off is just from these two switches right over here. And then to accelerate or decelerate is just this little toggle switch right here. On the other side, we have the audio controls for the vehicle. So you guys can actually answer your phone, disconnect your phone. So this vehicle does have Bluetooth. And then we also have the volume control right over here. And then another switch to skip songs or or tune the radio station. So that's on this side of the vehicle, or the steering wheel. Behind the steering wheel, we have some turn signal stalks, as you would expect, which doubles as a headlight operation. So right there. And on the other side, we have the wiper controls right over here. All right. So from here, we will take a look at the dash. Now overall, this dash is in good condition. Now I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up. There is some slight cracking in the dash right over here. Nothing major, but you can see it if you look closely. Now this is very typical of vehicles that have been in the south. So it kind of leads, the sun kind of beats down on the dash and it leads to a little bit of the cracking. Now that can be a good or a bad thing. Basically that means the vehicle has very minimal rust underneath, and we'll take a look at that later on this walkthrough. But the dash is not too bad. Now taking a look at the center console. So we have some audio controls. Actually starting up here, we got the hazard lights right over here, just in the middle. Got some vents right here, and then 3 buttons to adjust the clock. Moving down, we have the audio controls for the vehicle. Now this vehicle is equipped with AM, FM, CD, satellite, and then aux connectivity as well. The CD just kind of goes in this slot right over here. And then we have, typical audio controls. To tune the radio station is just this big switch, big dial right over here. And volume controls right here. And then your tuner is right here. All right. So moving on from that, we do have the climate controls underneath. Now the fan control is right in the middle. Vent controls are right over here. And then your temperature control is right there. So pretty self-explanatory in terms of the climate controls. We have a little bit of a storage cubby right over here, and then you do have your outlet to plug in your phone, or I guess you can call it the cigarette lighter, is right over here. Now, as I pointed out earlier, this vehicle is a manual. This vehicle is a 5-speed manual. And then behind this, we have the cup holders, and then obviously our emergency brake as well. Take a look at the interior, take a look at the passenger side seat. Now it does have a, I'm not sure if you can call this a stain, but I guess somebody set something down on there and it kind of, I guess, made a stain. But yeah, other than that, seat is in good condition besides the stain right there. All Alrighty. So from here, we will climb into the back seat and check that out. Alright, so we've got the rear door right here. Now once again, it does have power windows. And then this is our rear seating area. Now the seat is actually pushed all the way back just for videoing purposes. But I'll go into the other side to make it easier for me to climb in. All right. So here we have it, guys. This is our view from the rear. This vehicle actually has some decent seating space in the back as well. Now this seat is at the, I guess, the normal adjustment. So as you can see, plenty of leg room back here. And then we do have some additional armrest, and then which doubles as cup holders right over here, and that just kind of folds right back into the seat. And then one other thing we'd like to point out is that these seats do fold flat, so that kind of opens up all this area as well as the trunk to store some bigger items if you guys are moving or whatever the case may be. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, the vehicle is currently running. It's a nice and smooth running engine, but from here we will take a closer look at that. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we are in the engine compartment for this vehicle. So from here, I'll just kind of be quiet for a second, let you guys take a listen. Alright, so this is a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine, very good on gas. Made it to a manual transmission. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, we got the vehicle on the lift. So from here we will take a look at the undercarriage, starting from the front of the vehicle, and we'll just work our way back. So from here, I guess starting with the engine and transmission, as you guys can see, there's no leaks or anything like that. Very nice and dry, nothing of concern. And then right over here we've got the transmission. Now taking a look at the passenger side front suspension, as you can see, the CV boots are nice and dry, no leaks or anything like that. Now if this was punctured, there'd be grease all the way around, you know, it'd just be a mess back here, but as you can see, nice and dry right there. Moving on to the, I'm sorry, that was the driver's side. Moving on to the passenger side front suspension, same story over here, nice and dry, no leaks on the CV boot or anything like that. Working our way back, as you can see, we got the exhaust running right down the middle, and then we got our brake lines as well as fuel lines right over here. Still got the factory paint on them, no rust issues or anything like that. We got our support beams right over here, and taking a look at our rocker panels, as you can see, rust free, no issues there. Mazda does a pretty good job of undercoating the body. And this is our rocker panel on the the driver's side. Nice and solid. All right, now just working our way back. So right here we've got the passenger side rear suspension. As you can see, everything is in order. Shocks are not leaking or anything like that. Work well. And then taking a look at the rear driver's side suspension, once again, same story, nice and solid. Everything is in its proper orientation, and then the shocks are not leaking either. All right, just working our way back. And then here we are on the back of the vehicle. Now from here, you guys can probably see the tires. It's probably a better view right over here. So good tires all the way around. Good for plenty of more miles. Just work our way back. Alrighty. And this concludes our underbody portion. Alrighty guys. Once again, thank you for taking an interest in this 2010 Mazda 3. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, please feel free to ask, and we'll be happy to get those answered for you. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye-bye.